So this week's topic of Amuna Mondays was the topic of regret and remorse, the difference. So before we begin, this class is dedicated to two people. One is this is dedicated in honor of Simchas Sophie Bat Rivka. May her neshama have a complete and ultimate aliyah. As well as our sponsor this week, Deanna Naomi Bat Ruth. May she have a blessing to find her besheret at the right time. May she not have struggles regarding parnasa, clarity, health, wisdom, and may only good things come to her and her whole entire family. So now, the topic of regret and remorse, the difference. So normally when, at least I'd say 90, if not more, % of people that I've ever explained the difference to or mentioned what's the difference of regret and remorse, they all say there is no difference. And it's not true. They're extremely similar. Don't get me wrong. They're very similar, but they are not the same. They're actually very different. There's a key to them both. And the reason I'm choosing this topic is because the holiday is coming up of we have all the major holidays coming up. Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, Sukkot, they're all coming up in these upcoming months. And forgiveness and reaching out to Hashem is a big one on all those holidays. And I felt like a lot of people don't ask for forgiveness or stop or distance themselves from that aspect because they start clarifying forgiveness from a person-to-person point of view. And it's like that whole concept of like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on you, and then like fool me 3 times, it's like shame on me. Like I should have known better. And it's like we have that same concept when it comes to Hashem. It's like we'll do stuff and we'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, and we'll go and we'll do teshuvah and we'll ask for forgiveness. And then we find ourselves doing the same exact thing later on, let's say. We ask for forgiveness again. And after a third time, we stop even asking for forgiveness because we feel like we're just BSing it. And it's and we just disconnect. We disconnect. It's like, I'm not even going to ask for forgiveness because I'm just lying to myself at this point. And that's where the problem begins. Because as soon as you stop factoring in Hashem, you stop acknowledging, I'm not even going to reach out to God anymore because it's like, I'm not qualified. Why would God forgive me when I just keep repeating the same exact thing every single time? And the truth is, Hashem doesn't judge us the same exact way as we judge people. The way we operate, Hashem does not. When we go and ask for forgiveness, Hashem is open arms, ready to take it every single time. It doesn't matter if 2 minutes after you apologize, you catch yourself doing the same thing. Hashem is right there waiting for you to apologize again and give you a clean slate. So when it comes to regret and remorse, a lot of people, I feel like the word regret is so overused. It's so overused, and even when rabbis, even in translations in the Torah, whenever that word regret is there, I think it's a terrible definition of the word because it goes completely against Torah and going completely against Judaism. The whole concept of regret means I wish I can go back and change it, and I wish it never happened. That's it. That's regret. I wish I can go back and change it and to make it that it never happened. But now that completely takes away from the concept of everything happens for a reason. As for remorse, is very similar, but the difference between remorse is acknowledgement. All it is acknowledgement. I did this, and I feel really bad, and I'm sorry about it. But the fact is, the truth is, at the end of the day, I can't go back and change it. I can't. So it's acknowledging and accepting it, and moving forward. How am I going to move forward? One is completely reactive, and that is regret. And remorse is the proactive way. All right, this happened. How are we going to make the best out of this scenario, given the circumstances? And that one's completely goes with the Torah. And when we understand that, it's like, the words are extremely powerful. When you start using the word I regret, you're triggering yourself in this negative spiral. And it triggers depression. Depression, the leading cause of depression is regret. Something happening and you can't get over it and say, oh my God, I did this, I did that, and start factoring things in when the truth is you can't. You can't go back and change any of it. You can't go back. What you can do is how you're going to move forward, how you're going to progress. And that's remorse, acknowledgement, and acceptance. And so I wanted to just make that clear on this week's topic on like going into everything. Don't even use the word regret. Start factoring in and start slowly acknowledging things that happened in your past, whether it was not religious or, a trauma or family or an ex or whatever it was that's triggering things in you that caused you to be down and slumped out of going about the day. Just approach it in a different way. All right, this happened. I can't change it. I can't. Whoever in life that meets me or this and that, they have to accept the fact that this is who I am. Yes, at a young age, I did this. Yes, in the middle of my life, I did it. Whatever it is, they have to. They have to. And if they can't accept you for that, then they have no place. They have no place in your life. They're not for you. Because you don't have to live through something every single day of your life. The fact is, whatever happened, God woke you up the next day and He forgave you. God already forgave you. Why are you not forgiving yourself? Don't judge yourself harsher than the creator of the world is judging you. It doesn't even logically make sense. It doesn't. So it's like slowly and surely just go and take it slowly each day at a time and start figuring out what it is that's holding you back and use that thought process and that guideline and that outline on you can't go back and change it. Whatever happened, you can't do it. You can't go back and change it. So then why are you stressing on it? And with that mindset, it's just forward. How am I going to progress? How am I going to make sure it doesn't happen again? How am I going to do my part and do this and do that? And understand, your actions do cause a reaction. And most likely, because if you did this, then this is something else you're going to have to deal with later on in life. And you have to just accept that. You have to. Just accept it and make the most out of the scenario. And when you do that, you start seeing Hashem in everything. Why? Because again, everything happens for a reason. And if you start regretting those things that happened, that's not you proactively looking and searching for why something happened. So with that, I hope everyone has an amazing week and amazing holidays coming up. And just have in mind again, Le'ule Nishmat, Simcha Sophie Bat Rivka, may her soul have an ultimate aliyah, and Deanna Naomi Bat Ruth, may she have the blessing to find her bashert at the right time, and no struggles in parnasa, clarity, health, or wisdom. Have a great week.
No!